Okay.
Good evening, students. My name is Teresa, and I am facilitating tonight for the University of Dayton. So tonight, just a little housekeeping before Giselle gets started. If you have a question for Giselle, because your camera is off and your mics have been muted, please feel free to type your question in that Q&A box. That Q&A box, Giselle will be able to see those questions and respond to you either live on the air or she'll type her answer to you. There are a lot of sessions going on throughout our virtual college exploration, and all those sessions can be signed up for at oacac.org. And we ask you to sign up for as many as you'd like. Also, if you miss a session that you really wanted to see, they are all recorded and available at oacac.org. So Giselle, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Giselle Pereira. I am an assistant director at the University of Dayton within the admissions and enrollment team. And so I'm going to share my screen with you guys here and talk a little bit more about the university and some highlight points. And then we can go into Q&A. So if you have some questions you already want to get answered, feel free to start submitting those questions, but we will get to those after the presentation. So here at the University of Dayton, we are a top-tier Catholic university. We are a research university as well, and so we really work to empower our students to learn, lead, and serve during their time at UD so that they're able to leave knowing that they're going to be able to lead really fulfilling lives. We were founded in 1850 by the Society of Mary with the mission of educating students to be grounded in faith, developed as whole people, and to be prepared for careers and leadership in society. And so really the Marianist tradition is what emphasizes the family spirit with the goal of educating both the mind, the heart, and then to take action. So a word that you'll hear a lot about around the UD student body and community is community and family because it's a really big part of how we educate students at UD. So you do not have to be Catholic to be a UD student, but the Marianist charisms really emphasize that family and community education. We fully respect diversity and inclusion, and so we really believe that it is part of and essential to the success of students at UD. And so regardless of what your faith background is, where you come from culturally, socially, economically, we want you to know that you are respected and a part of the community and a success at UD. So we really are a mid-sized university. Our undergraduate student population is just around 8,200 students. And so it really allows our students to get the best of both worlds. You do get access to those larger school resources. We have 17 D1 sports, but you also get that smaller classroom size, which is going to average around 27 students, a 14-to-1 student faculty ratio. And so at a mid-sized school, that's really what you're seeing is going to be that larger school resources with the accessibility to create connections with your faculty and peers. And we really draw students from all across the country. In fact, 51% of our students are from out of state, and we have 43 states represented, as well as we have a large population of students that come from Puerto Rico that really study at UD. So we really work to create a diverse community at UD. In fact, 21% of our student body is multicultural representation. So you do not only get the out-of-state, but you're also really creating a diverse environment at UD. So we have over 80 academic programs with the ability to really create those things with our minors and concentrations at UD. And so we do also offer our students what are called the bachelor's plus master's programs. And so these do allow you to really take advantage of your time at UD and maximize some of those programs if you are interested in pursuing a graduate degree. So you are able to shorten your time between your bachelor's and master's, as well as save some dollars in combining those while you're at UD. We do also offer our Discover programs, and those are really for students who might know some area of interest but aren't sure exactly where they want to land in their majors. And so those can range from our Discover Arts to our Discover Engineering, really wherever it is that you feel like you might be interested in something. We usually have a Discover program for you there. And so it's a really great place to start if you're not sure what it is you want to study. And they allow you to stay on track for graduation. So you don't have to worry about switching majors and not being able to complete that major within your timeline. We offer students a variety of opportunities for hands-on experiences. Part of education is really the holistic educational part. And so that has to come with hands-on experiences. And so there are a lot of different opportunities, from co-ops to internships, that students have access to during their time at UD, as well as different study abroad opportunities. One of those really great opportunities is the Ethos program. And so this allows students to really put into practice what you're learning in the classroom. You're paired with a student, another student, and you go to a developing country and work with the resources that are there to really solve an issue that a community might be facing. So it's a really great opportunity to put into practice what you're learning in the classroom and have an immersive educational and cross-cultural experience as well. And then we're going to go into a little bit about campus life at UD. So we have over 270 student-run organizations, and we're always adding to that. If by any chance you don't find an organization that really fits what you're looking for, it's a really great opportunity for you to exercise your leadership skills and bring that to campus. So a really great example of that is this year we added a Latinx sorority to campus. So this is their first year that they will be on campus, and they've been working to bring the sorority since last year. So they were able to start that this year. We have 50% of our students are involved in intramural or club sports, and 85% of students live on campus all 4 years. So we really do, again, emphasize that community, and you see that by students staying on campus all 4 years and really being engaged in the different activities that we provide and opportunities. You'll see a picture here of what is our student neighborhood. And so your junior and senior year, you get to elect to live in those neighborhoods. So they're houses that students can live in and provide community while you're on campus. So another word that you'll hear a lot at UD is porches. And so that kind of stemmed from our student neighborhoods, because students will hang out on the porches and really develop that community on campus. So here are just a list of different opportunities that our graduates have entered into. And so you'll see we have students or alumni who are working at JP Morgan. We have Walt Disney, Premier Health, which is our largest work here in Dayton. We have city schools, New York City schools, Procter & Gamble, so a variety of different, and of course this isn't an exhaustive list, but it just provides some kind of information on what are the opportunities that our students are getting once they graduate from UD. We do have a 97% success rate, and so 97% of our students are in full-time employment, a graduate program, or some kind of long-term volunteer experience 6 months after graduation. Of those students, 97% are employed full-time and 88% are employed in their chosen field. And so we really do work to prepare our students to get to their next step, whether that's a graduate program or a full-time position, and one that is really targeted for what you are wanting. We also have a really large network. So one of the things that you'll find at UD is that wherever you are able to connect with the UD community. We have a really large community that provides students with the ability to network and create connections so you are able to land that job. So let's say you are graduating from UD and you're interested in a position in Chicago. We have a networking group there for UD, so you're able to create those connections and know someone who might be able to get you a position in that city that you're desiring. And then one of the things that really is unique about UD is our transparent tuition plan. And so students receive their 4-year outlook when they apply and are admitted to UD. And so you know what you're going to pay all 4 years of your time at UD. So it makes it very easy and clear. We do not have any fees. And as tuitions increase, your scholarships and grants also increase to offset that while you're at UD. We do offer a $4,000 textbook scholarship. And so the way that students receive this scholarship is by doing a campus visit. So that could be a virtual campus visit or connection, as well as submitting your FAFSA to UD. It's a big part of how you receive that $4,000 textbook scholarship. And so those are the 2 criteria in order to receive that. It is exclusive to UD, so it's not like you would receive a textbook scholarship and then be able to take that to a different university. And it is dispersed per semester. So textbooks are usually a cost that sometimes students forget to take into consideration when they're calculating their college costs and projections. But most students are able to cover all their textbooks at UD because of the textbook scholarship that we provide. We do also offer merit scholarships, and so all students are considered for our merit scholarships with their application to UD. So that can range from $53,000 to $109,000 over the course of 4 years. And so the merit scholarships are awarded based on different criteria, your GPA, test scores, academic rigor. And we are test optional. And so if you submit your test scores and you feel like it is a good representation of who you are, then that would be counted in the criteria for us to award a merit scholarship. If you do not select to submit a test score, it will not be counted in how we evaluate you for your merit scholarships. And then our next steps. So obviously applied to the University of Dayton, it is free. You can do that directly through our website, through the Common App or through the Coalition app. We do accept those, but it is free to apply to the University of Dayton. File your FAFSA. Again, that is one of the criteria to receive the textbook scholarship. So it's an easy $4,000 scholarship that you receive by submitting that FAFSA to us. And then you have an admission account that allows you to get information about your application. If we have any other information that we're missing and is needed, we would communicate that to you through that account. Review your financial aid award. Once we receive your application and you've been admitted, you will have a financial aid award sent over to you. And then, of course, you can enroll by May 1st, which is a date that most students use to make their college decision. Of course, it's not a definitive date, but it is the one that's mostly used. We do have some events coming up, but here just so we quickly talk over the deadlines. So November 1st is our first deadline, so our early action deadline for UD. It allows you to have the most amount of time in making your decision. So it's a really good deadline to keep in mind. And then February 1st is our regular decision deadline. So those are our two application deadlines. Just commit those to memory. And then, of course, October 1st, which is coming up in just a few weeks, is that FAFSA, is when FAFSA is made available. So the sooner you get it in, the easier it is for us to help you through the process. And you have more time to make your college decision. And we'll go into questions in just a minute, but I did also want to include some upcoming events that we have. So we have virtual open house sessions that are coming up. The first is this Sunday, September 27th. You can absolutely still register for that. It is still open. And then we have October 18th and November 1st. So all three open houses are happening on Sundays, and they are virtual. And you can register through our university website. And then for multicultural students, we do have, in addition to our open house sessions, we do also have a few other events that we have added to the calendar. So the first are our diverse discussions. And so these are opportunities for you to have conversations with our multicultural students in a student-to-student environment online, where you're able to ask questions, learn about the multicultural student experience at UD. The first one is September 30th, and then we have October 22nd and November 15th. These are all evening sessions. They're happening from 6:30 to 7:30. So you can register as well on our website. And then we have our multicultural visit day, and that is in December, so December 5th. And then I just added my email here, gpadeta1@udayton.edu. If you want to snap a quick picture of that, that's my contact information. So if you do have any questions about events or about the application process or anything like that that may not get answered this evening, or you think of maybe next week, my email address is right here, and you are more than welcome to shoot me an email and connect with me that way as well. And then here are our social media tags. So if you want to connect with us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, you can do that as well. And then you can use our hashtag #FutureFlyer. And then our admissions information. So I'm just going to leave it up here. So if you do want a picture of that, you can do so. And then I am going to go into questions. I think I have to stop sharing my screen. So I will do that. So does anyone have any questions that I can answer? And then you would just type them in the Q&A, and then I can answer them from there once they pop up.
All right, guys, do you have any questions or anything for Giselle? Giselle, I really appreciate your time, and I know I learned a lot about the University of Dayton today. I apologize, somebody stepped in my office, I had to take my mask off. But guys, when you close out of your presentation today, you will have a quick survey about 4 questions long. Again, we have many, many more sessions just like today's session at oacac.org, and we invite you to sign up for as many as you would like. If there's something that you missed and you wanted to go back and review it again, please feel free to watch the recordings at oacac.org. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for attending. Bye, guys.